How to help my wife smell better. From r/marriage, and the user has deleted their entire profile.
Get her to blow her nose, and she'll be able to smell better.
I'm not trying to sound mean, but maybe some ladies here can help a husband out. Maybe I do not know enough, and that's probably true. Listen, I'm not trying to hate, but she wants me to go down on her more, but it's almost repulsive. And I remember sleeping with a lot of chicks in high school, and most smelling incredibly fresh and attractive. What could I recommend she starts using to help? She would kill me if she knew I posted this.
Stop sleeping with girls in high school.
Yeah, step one, if it's like a bacterial vaginosis, like thrush issue, more than likely it's you. We have studies coming out, quite literally as we speak, that pretty much it's bad junk hygiene that's causing a significant amount of the bacterial vaginosis and thrush infections that are happening in vaginas. So if it's being caused by that, you could potentially improve her health and hygiene by making sure yours is in top shape. Now, if that's not a factor, it could be things like potentially perimenopause, hormonal shifts are causing different like pH changes down there that aren't meant to be a thing. She could be using products down there that are not meant to go down there, and that's causing something. In general, she should see a fucking doctor because it's not meant to smell like anything. So if it does have some sort of smell, it's either diet related, hormone imbalance related,
Or dick related.
or like vitamin issue related.
That would be
Or
diet.
yeah, I mean things like when you do have vitamin either deficiencies or an overabundance of it, it will like shift the pH and fuck you up.
To be fair, this guy isn't saying, hey, I need to find a way to stop my wife from smelling. He's realistically just looking for the civil way to tell his wife that she smells.
No, it says what could I recommend she starts using to help?
Ah, fair enough.
So
Sorry.
is a doctor.
Yeah.
A doctor is what she starts
Look,
using to help. But again,
the
you
first
could
part
just
of it is
give your own hygiene a go and see if that helps.
well, do both. Don't even recommend doctors to start with. Just have a conversation with your wife, because she's not going to be able to smell her own vag unless it gets really bad. Chances are not really a thing that will happen. But as somebody that is going to be down there more often than your wife is, unless she's a contortionist, you're going to have to be the one that has the conversation with them. This is the same, think of it as the same mentality of, hey, I grabbed your boob the other day and I felt a lump. This could very well be a medical thing. It could be a both sides of hygiene thing, or there is a small possibility, it is also just a her hygiene thing. Wash your own junk, talk to your wife about it, because if you don't talk to your wife about problems, they're never going to get solved either way. Past that, as I'm going to represent all of the husbands here and shut the fuck up about what could be making a wife's vagina smell, because I know nothing.
But we've just discussed it.
I know, and you have given all of the good reasons, all the reasons why it could be happening. I'm going to defer to the experts in the field, being the people with the anatomy. All a guy can do is give suggestions hey, you need to have the conversation. Outside of that, you can ask people for suggestions for it. It's going to go down a lot better. Pun
Literally.
completely not intended. It's going to go down a lot better if that is the start of this and you don't start recommending options straight away.
Yeah, don't be like, have you tried Vagisil? Like,
yeah. Have you tried a doctor? Have you tried douching more often? Have you tried this, that, or the other? That is what the guys in the situation should be doing. We should be informing, but not trying to tell. Well, not trying to tell women what they should be doing to try and fix it. Chances are that if she has had this kind of thing happen before, she's going to already know how to take care of it, or potentially she could look into it. But also, this is going to be an embarrassing enough situation for his wife just being told this.
Yeah. Try some like incognito shit first. So like, again, washing your own junk, seeing if that helps things, because it literally might be you passing something on to her. And then it's see whether or not it is a hygiene issue by like starting something in the shower, like finger her in the shower a little bit before you then take to the bed. And then if you're noticing a difference, then that's a sign it's a hygiene issue.
Still have the conversation with her.
Yeah.
Because if you are just, hey, if you start everything in the shower, there's going to be somebody else putting up a Reddit post saying, hey, my husband won't touch me unless we start off in the shower.
I mean, that's fine. So I like being super clean before sex.
I know, but that could make a lot of women self-conscious. That can make a lot of people self-conscious.
Honestly, they should be, like, clean.
I know. But if it is a medical thing, or if it is he's passing something over,
Well, then being hygienic would help nail down those options. Like, you are more likely to know that, oh, my hygiene is on point, therefore I should probably go and do further investigations.
yes, have the initial awkward conversation of, hey, something's going on. I'm uncomfortable about this. You're uncomfortable about this now. But this is something we need to address before moving forward.
Yeah, especially as we're talking like a marriage of many years here. Like, I'm sorry, if you've had to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning because one of your kids had a poop explosion and now you've got to like clean an entire bedroom from top to bottom before anyone can go to bed, like, surely this is a conversation you can have. You've been in the trenches, man.
Yeah. Though I feel like most guys would rather go through those trenches than tell them their wife's vag was smelling. Sorry, tell their wives that their vag was smelling.
I don't know. I'd be pissed off if you didn't.
Yes, I would. But also I know a lot of guys just don't want to encroach on that touchy subject.
I feel like that's a major problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same reason why you end up with dudes iffy about periods and shit. It's like if you just had these conversations and understood how those things worked, this wouldn't be such an issue.
Yeah, I've been in a classroom where a student was apologizing to me because they had to talk to their teacher about how their period was going, because they'd have been having issues because of pills and whatnot. By the time we were finished having the conversation, the teacher was irked, but the student was really surprised and appreciative, because I'm like, I have a wife and a daughter. I know enough to get me through situations because I've grown up around women in my life. And also, periods are a thing that happens. Who the fuck cares? I didn't use those words because that would be understandable if the teacher was irked at me saying, who the fuck cares? But again, it happens. Who the fuck cares?
No, top comments. Go to the doctor first. OP responds, she says all women have their distinct smell and this is hers.
Wait, his wife's saying that?
Yeah. Okay, so they've had a conversation and that was her response. Okay.
Tell her that you're uncomfortable going down on her because the smell is grossing you out.
I can't imagine my husband saying my snatch smells and me being like, that's just my aroma. Like,
You know, genuinely, like, I am all for reciprocity. Is that the right word? Reciprocating? Reciprocity?
those are both words, yes.
Yeah.
In relation to what?
I'm all
Reciprocity as in giving back what
Yes.
you give. Yes? Okay.
Yes, reciprocity. I'm all for reciprocity. If my junk was sinking, I would never expect my wife to go anywhere near it. And I feel like you should be well within your rights to tell her, hey, if I'm going to be around something that stinks this bad, I am not going to be putting my nose anywhere near it, because that is something that's going to make you uncomfortable. And more than likely, that's going to turn you right off. So valid to not want to go near it.
Yeah. And even if, I mean,
It's different, however, if you're...
that is absolutely going to hurt her feelings. But at the same time, like, even standard aromas, people like the smell of peppermint. Some peppermint makes some people feel sick to their stomach. So even if she is saying, well, that's just my aroma, then it's well, I'm sorry, but that smell is so strong that if that's the case, it's literally turning my stomach. Like, it is not a good smell to me. And therefore, like, as soon as you are smelling something that you don't consider to be a neutral or a good smell, that's automatically going to be impacting your sexual desire. Even if, like, it's probably going to hurt her feelings, obviously, if you were to raise it that way. But that is just 2 + 2 = 4 here. I'm sorry, if that's your aroma, it does not smell good to me. So I won't be going down on you, as it's just going to completely kill all sexual desire.
Plus, your body is designed to not want to go around things that are going to make you sick. You are going to recoil every time that smell comes near you. And if your wife sees you doing that every time you try and go down on her, that's going to kill her mood.
Yeah, it's going to create an even worse complex.
Yeah. So if you've already had this conversation, tell your wife, hey, I'm not going down. If she decides, hey, I'm not going down either, fair cop. But also, that's one time that you're going to have to put your foot down on, hey, I'm not doing something that's going to make me actively feel like I'm going to throw up.
I feel like that's kind of that. I shouldn't have said, like, turn your stomach. Like, that's probably...
I'm pretty sure that was the quote from it.
No, that's what I said.
Okay.
Don't specifically describe it as a bad smell. Just describe it as not a good one. And so that may be your aroma, but it is very much not enticing to you at all, and it's putting you off. Next comment. She does know that her aroma shouldn't be rotting fish carcass, right? The vag isn't supposed to smell bad at all. I literally was just in this situation with my own husband. I had BV before, and a few weeks ago he was like, hey, so there's this smell like when you had BV before. And I immediately went to the doctor, got antibiotics, and did the full round. Everything's good now, and I'll be taking my probiotics regularly again.
Yeah, if something's smelling like bad clam chowder, pun entirely intended, that's not how things should be. It goes both ways. If your dick is stinking, that also isn't how that should be.
Especially because, like, smells can be a sign for so many things.
Yeah.
So it's like if I smell something and I'm the one that's around your dick and you're not around your dick that close enough to be able to smell it, if I don't tell you something and it's something bad, like your dick could fall off. I don't want your dick to fall off.
But also, her saying it's just my aroma makes it sound like she can smell it. And if she can smell it from up there, that's an issue.
Either that or it's because she specifically can't really smell anything. She's just assuming, well, that's my aroma.
Either that, or she's had people tell her this before.
That's even more concerning. But if, like, they've been married for a while, like...
Okay, so it's only started to smell.
Yeah. I feel like this would have been going... He wouldn't have just randomly started talking about it now. Or he would have said, like, it's been like this our entire marriage. Now, the comment, suggested a doctor above, but he deflected. OP responds, I'm willing to bring it up, but I'm wondering about all the options. I already know seeing a gyno may be the way to go. Doctor first, now the other options. This is a new commenter. I have had BV and it's a fucking bitch and absolutely makes your kitty stink to high heaven. You have to rule stuff like that out first. If she has it, no amount of personal cleansing will help. She needs antibiotics. What other kind of options are you hoping to hear? There's no open sesame and smell nice for me magic sentence that everyone is hiding from you.
That's a solid fucking line.
Unfortunately, like, there is no way to get around it I think you need to see a doctor because it's not a good smell. So if that is your aroma, there could be something genuinely going on there that you've just gotten so used to that it doesn't stand out to you. It's going to obviously be an awkward situation there, but knowing is better than not. Being autistic, my interoception is not great. Like, if I get a sore in my stomach, I'm like, okay, am I getting sick? Am I about to throw up? Have I literally just bruised myself, or do I need to shit? Like, there is literally no way for me to tell the difference. It all just feels the same to me. Like, I will start getting the shakes and my body will interpret that as me getting sick. And so I'll start to feel nauseous, even though I'm just shivering because it's cold. And I can't tell the difference. So if it's something where she's just physically not able to notice it on the same level you are, and hell, maybe you go and get like an immunology panel and it just turns out you literally have like 2 similar pheromone panels and her vag is literally
a DNA test to see how far you are.
Yeah, your pheromone panels are just too similar because your immune systems are too close together, where her vag is literally like putting you off.
Yeah, but I feel like that would have happened a lot earlier in the marriage if that was the case.
Fair point.
Yeah. Alternatively, and this popped into my head and made me feel like I'm an asshole, but it needs to come out.
Yeah, but that's why we're here.
Next time you're fooling around with them, if it is a case of she's too far removed from the situation, get her to smell it. Like, you have the ability to get some level of the secretions of your wife. Get her to smell your finger. Like, it's a gross thing to say, but like, if she can't tell what you're talking about, you can gather up some of what is down there, bring it up to her nose, and she will definitely be able to tell what you're talking about then. I know, but also could be helpful in this situation.
Yeah, there's a suggestions here. She may have vaginosis that she's simply become accustomed to. Feed her strawberries and pineapple by the bucketful and observe if there are any changes in smell when she eats but certain things.
That goes for both genders. If your guy's junk tastes gross, feed him so much fruit, it will make everything taste better, or so I've heard.
That is the next comment. Absolute truth here. I started downing pineapple and pineapple juice plus kiwi and strawberry. Within a few weeks, my wife told me she liked the taste of my cum. Before, that was definitely not her response.
Eat more fructose. Poor Catherine.
Jonathan, report to the fruit and vegetable section.
No.
No update there. So we don't know if he's alive or not. or if her bacterial vaginosis eventually ate her from the inside out. Here's to hoping they're okay. They got some probiotics or some pineapple at least.